everybody's snitching now. You know what I'm saying? Snitching has become the thing to do. It has become cool.
I sell it all. Can't be fucking with niggas. They get jammed. They gon' tell it all. They get to singing like little goofy ass niggas. Singing like Mariah. I don't make a sound when I get boxed in. First day out, plug on for the. I don't make a sound. I don't make a sound when I get boxed in.
Might have to drop a dime on them niggas.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Stop.
I don't like that shit.
For sure, bro.
And basically what happened was
if you gotta ride outside the city limits 2 miles to use the payphone, that's what you gotta do.
18th precinct, may I help you?
I sold dope. That was my career. I won. I succeeded. I got the trophies for this shit. And that's what I wanted to be. I wanted to be a big-time drug dealer. I completed the mission. I became everything I wanted to be.
You want me to tell you this nigga police?
Know all about it. I can tell you everything. I can tell you the time and the place, but Cool ain't paying me shit.
Skinny me going through a situation, and guess what? It's gonna be in a song. He's gonna make a song about the same day. Right. So that's why I feel so much. I know it.
A reckless act.
When he said I killed the nigga and I did that, I seen him do it. When he said somebody try to drop on me and I wrestled him out for the
man.
and I seen him do it.
I want to snitch. I want to tell. Whatever they call telling, snitching, I want to do it. And I want to make it cool to do it.
Yo, 200 with a smoke at, man. Let's
go. Street family, what's the business? It's your baby for the streets, and I'm back at y'all with this paperwork party shit, you hear me? First up, we got Big WW, man. Everybody in the Jack know they know he been trapping like, you know what I mean, since trapping was trapping, you see what I'm talking about? So, anyways, we gonna start it off with him snitching on Cliff Reed. And then he had a whole bunch of niggas that told on him, you feel me? And he damn near was kind of telling back. So we gonna read these prophets and y'all tell me what's to it, you feel me? Because what they say, if you work with the law in any capacity at all, you the law, you feel me? So, hey, that's what it is. But anyways, testimony at defendant's trial established that he operated upwards of 9 crack houses in Jackson, Michigan between 97 and 01. Jackson City Police Detective Gary Sweat and Special Agent Curtis Brunson from the ATF each testified that WW admitted committing drug trafficking and gun possession crimes. Co-conspirator Michael McGuire testified that he accompanied Crider to New York to buy drugs and that he had seen WW cook crack cocaine on multiple occasions. Co-conspirator Arthur Davis testified that Crider carried firearms regularly and that WW instructed Davis to kill 2 potential witnesses. So first up, we gonna start off with Arthur Davis. They say Davis was charged as a co-defendant, pled guilty, and testified against WW at trial. Davis testified that he sold drugs for the defendant in Jackson, Michigan, and that the defendant had often traveled to Detroit to pick up powder cocaine, which was to be cooked in the crack. They also sold weed and heroin. The defendant asked WW is the defendant. WW asked Davis to kill 2 people whom he believed might testify against him. Then WW argued that Davis recruited witnesses to testify against him so that Davis could get a better deal from the government in his own case. He also argues that Davis and Pryor, another witness, were witness discussing WW's case. And then WW emphasizes inconsistencies in Davis's testimony as to whether or not co-defendant Michael McGuire was planning to cook up a story, something about WW. At another point, Davis testified that McGuire never told him he was going to come in and tells lies about WW. At trial, defense counsel impeached Davis with various inconsistencies in his testimony. Therefore, the inconsistencies raised by defendant in his motion for a new trial got to the weight of the evidence, were tested by the defense at trial, and do not amount to new evidence upon which a new trial could be granted. So basically, Arthur Davis tried to, you know what I mean, pin Unc up with everything, and it fucked around and backfired. You dig what I'm talking about? Now we got Michael McGuire. McGuire was also charged as a co-defendant, pled guilty, and cooperated with the government. Defendant argued that McGuire solicited Jason Smith to engage in a scheme that involved deliberately lying about WW to the U.S. attorney. Defendant claims that McGuire coached Smith on what to say about WW. He also claims that McGuire and Smith wanted to receive more lenient sentences in exchange for their testimony, and that McGuire wanted to frame WW for the murder of Gino Purdue to get revenge against defendant for an alleged mishap involving his baby mama. Man, R.I.P. Big Gino. This shit just took a crazy turn, you did what I'm talking about? Like, I ain't even gonna lie. You know what I mean? That's why I say when you work with the government in any capacity, you know what I mean? You damn near them people. So for a nigga to be putting that type of info on the line and shit, you know what I mean? Like, did that make Big Uncle snitch too? You feel me? On top, like I say, he told on another nigga too, you feel me? So this whole little case was wicked. But anyways, WW's evidence as to McGuire was presented at trial. At least one of McGuire's letters submitted by the defendant and his motion for new trial was entered into evidence at trial. Defense counsel impeached McGuire on the same exhibits during trial and asked McGuire about his relationship with Jason Smith. Defendant now argues that his relationship was part of McGuire's motivation for lying. However, this is not new evidence which would increase the likelihood of acquittal in the face of overwhelming evidence against defendant. Then we got Anthony Pryor, man. Anthony Pryor did not testify at trial. Defendant argues that Pryor tried to recruit Johnson to testify falsely against him, but Johnson rejected the offer. He also argues that Pryor and Davis conspired to commit perjury in the defendant's case. And then we're gonna take this shit over to Jason Smith. And Jason Smith argued that, WW argued that Jason Smith had a conversation with Avis Coward-Eel about defendant's case. Smith again did not testify. Therefore, the evidence offered by the defendant could not affect the jury's verdict or provide a likely basis for acquittal. And y'all heard what they said, the evidence offered by defendant, which is WW. Now, I don't know if that's really considered snitching if it was evidence. You did what I'm talking about? But like I say, man, they call it Uncle Snitch, man, and we just here to put this shit on the floor. And then I looked this shit up, and everybody around him snitching. I can't find no paperwork on this nigga snitching, but like I say, my old heads tell me that's what the fuck it is, man. So we just gonna go off of that. You did what I'm talking about? If they say he a rat. And then next on the list, we got Charles Wheeler. Defendant argues that Wheeler committed perjury before the grand jury by offering conflicting testimony about a handgun. However, the inconsistencies did not establish that the government offered perjury testimony. Also, WW and Michael McGuire beat and threatened Wheeler because they believe he stole guns, drugs, and money from them. McGuire testified that they paid Wheeler $10,000 to not testify against WW. Based on the payoff, the government did not call Wheeler to testify at trial. Because Wheeler did not testify at trial, the allegedly new evidence will not affect the jury's verdict. And then that's, you know what I mean, that's that on that for them niggas right there, you feel me? Now we gonna swing over to the rest of the jack and see what the fuck going on. So we got Dominique Galloway first, man. Y'all go ahead and roll y'all blunts, pour y'all some liquor, bro, cause this is gonna be a long one, you did what I'm talking about? Now bam, Galloway was Mirandized since he was in custody. He waived his right and agreed to speak with me. His statements were captured and on my body-worn cam. Galloway was primarily questioned in relation to illegal firearms. However, I spoke with him about the arson. I obtained Galloway's phone from Deputy Fazul. I don't even know name, man. Anyways, I told Galloway I was going to go through his phone pursuant to the search warrant. Galloway initially opened his Samsung Galaxy phone, successfully used this code to access both his phones. Once in his phone, I was able to locate the Blink security camera video of the incident. I saved the videos and then downloaded them to my patrol car computer. Galloway informed Deputy McCurry that he was in a Facebook dispute with a subject in September named Mash. Mash was accusing Galloway of being a rat over the homicide which occurred in front of his residence. Galloway described Mash as a light-skinned black male. Jacktown Mash. I asked if that was the subject he got into the dispute with, and he told me it was. I showed the profile picture of Jacktown Mash to Deputy McCurry, and he advised the subject as Martell Ashley. Now, hey man, everybody know this snitching shit get real wicked out here. I ain't got no paperwork on it, but they say, you know what I mean? I don't even need no paperwork. They say Mash got on the stand on motherfucking Omigo and got, you know what I mean? He got him the time that he got right now, and he out here calling other niggas rats. This shit crazy, bro. You feel me? But anyways, photographs. I took the majority of the photographs at 227 West South Street using my department-issued cell phone. Some photos were taken by other deputies using my phone. The property that the deputy Bigger and myself seized is as follows. Black Samsung cell phone, red cell phone, set of keys with the keys to the Chevy Traverse. During a later search, the key set was used in order to open a lockbox. Evidence collection. I did collect 2 swabs from the front door, the side door, and the window, rubbing the swabs in the leftover burn marks in order to obtain accelerant information. Those 2 swabs were placed into a swab box which was sealed. I did the label box and placed them in the blah, 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 blah. In addition, I was tasked with taking photographs of the bullet holes on the west side of the residence. I did locate a larger bullet hole that was approximately 8 to 9 feet above the ground. The bullet hole was rather large compared to the other ones, which entered the aluminum siding and then it went through the insulation into the OSB board. I was able to find the projectile lodged into the OSB board and was able to visually see. I then searched all of Galloway's Facebook messages for the keyword MASH. The only conversation I uncovered was a message between Galloway and Cherie Johnson, dated back on October 14th, 2021. In this message, Galloway and Johnson talk about how MASH is stating Galloway is a rat for testifying during a court case, a homicide that occurred at his residence back in March of 2021. I attached a screenshot of the conversation. I also located a screenshot that was sent to Galloway from Soldier on October 14th, 2021. The screenshot was of a Facebook status update from Jacktown Mash, aka Martell Ashley, that read, "This nigga DQ a bitch. Say what you want to them rat assholes. You can still fuck them without talking about nobody, but you used to talking fucking rat bitch. Got 2 people life, what the fuck? Fucking rat bitch, go take the stand again, fuck bitch." And then a Snapchat, they opened the Snapchat application on Galloway's phone. When doing so, the user of Problem Boy DQ, Hotboy517 was logged in. When viewing the conversations on Snapchat, I did not view anything of evidentiary value. I then went to the media portion of Snapchat and discovered several videos of what appeared to be security camera footage outside of Galloway's residence. I was able to recognize the videos and location of the videos from the still photographs I was sent by Detective Sergeant Sukovich. I proceeded to download them, Then we go over to the search team arrived at 227 West South Street. I knocked and announced at the rear door, Galloway was in his bedroom. They recovered the illegal firearm. And then at this point, up to the point where they recovered the illegal firearm, he was on some fuck it, I ain't got shit for y'all. Whole time they say he told before this shit even happened back in 2021, which clearly, you know what I mean, if he got on the stand, that's what the fuck happened. And then, like I say, he was uncooperative till niggas found the pole. Then once they found the pole, niggas say, hey, fuck it, I'm gonna give y'all what y'all want. So after searching the residence, Deputy McCurr asked if I would sit with Mr. Galloway while he took property out to Sergeant Sukovich's car. I advised Deputy McCurr that I was able to sit with Mr. Galloway. While talking with Mr. Galloway, he advised that the only person he had any issues with recently was a male that he only knew by the name of Mash. He advised that they had been arguing on Facebook due to Mash thinking that he was a snitch for the homicide of Mr. Galloway's relative. Mr. Galloway advised that the argument occurred on Facebook and that it was a couple months prior to the incident that the night that this shit happened. I asked Mr. Galloway how he knew Mash since they are friends on Facebook. He advised that his cousin hang out with him. I asked Galloway if he ever hung out with Mash in person. He advised that he had a couple of interactions with him when his cousin and him is hanging out. Mr. Galloway advised that during their argument on Facebook Messenger, he told Mash, bitch, I'll beat your ass. He advised that since several months had gone by, he did not think the beef was still there. He thought it was some petty ass, you know what I mean, some little lame bullshit. And then I went to Jacktown Mash's publicly visible Facebook profile and observed numerous photographs of Martell Ashley. Of particular interest in this investigation were a series of 4 photographs posted by Ashley and a photograph posted by Ashley Page to his timeline on 12/25/21. And shit, that's the paperwork on dog, you feel me? And now we back, y'all know with my favorite crew, you hear me, TBF, man. I've been looking for this paperwork for a long while, and you know my source has been coming through in the clutch, so we got Elijah Wine Miles, aka Red, you hear me? So we just gonna start it off with Elijah Wine Miles agreed to waive his Miranda rights both times and was interviewed by S.A. Bailey and whoever the fuck else. During the interview, Elijah Wine Miles advised Bailey and the affiant that he was a member of TBF. He further explained his membership was gained due to individuals that he had been friends with since he was a kid and the location in which they all gathered within the city of Jackson. During the interview, Elijah Wine confirmed that there is an ongoing feud between members of TBF and 4-5 Murder Gang. Elijah Wine also confirmed the homicide of Malik Rodriguez, aka Draco, was a result of this feud. During the interview, Elijah Wine Miles identified several members of the TBF family. Thoroughbred family, my bad, and the S.A. Bailey and You're Fine. He identified Tamarius Faulner, a.k.a. Poogie, Henry Woodbury Jr., a.k.a. Duke, Demetrius Givens Jr., a.k.a. Meech, Maurice Knighton, a.k.a. Chirac, and Miles Jarrell, a.k.a. Migo. It should be noted that this is not all members or associates identified by Elijah Wine Miles. In this interview with Elijah Wine Miles, Bailey and the Defiant named him as a excuse me, I can't even talk, my fault, y'all. They named the boy as a confidential informant, you hear me? Now we gotta go over to Latril Mckenna. The subject interview, Latril complained of chest pains and was transported to HFA for a medical evaluation. Latril began to speak to me about many issues. Latril said he was not shooting and is not affiliated with any gang. Latril told me that he wanted to speak to the detective about many shootings and homicides to dismiss his own charges. After Latril was cleared from HFA, he was transported to JPD for an interview. After the interview, Latril was lodged at JSO. The above report represents a narrative summary of events. For specific details, please read the body cam footage. Bam. And now, we got, man, you know, the whole hood love this nigga. Y'all about to be mad as hell, but hey, bro, this shit is what it is, you feel me? And this ain't me calling him a rat. This is niggas' mans calling him a rat. I mean, shit, at this point, I guess I am too. It's paperwork on it, you feel me? So, it is what it is, man. But next up, man, this shit hurt a nigga, I ain't even gonna lie, cause this was my baby, you feel me? We got Malik Arrington, man. They say, little advised the subject identified as Arrington came into her residence and had an empty clear plastic baggies in her living room. Little allowed officer to check her residence, evidence related to this incident. Little stated that once she realized the officers were whatever, she made Arrington go outside to the officers. Then, they say suspect name, Malik Arrington. Suspect interview. Prior to interviewing Arrington, I read him his Miranda warnings. Arrington agreed to talk with me. Arrington advised that Smith picked him up from his apartment 30 minutes prior to this incident. He stated that nothing occurred while he was in the car. Arrington advised that the firearms in the car don't belong to him and he consented to give a DNA sample. Now, hey man, y'all call this shit what y'all want. I'm not taking the smoke for no nigga. That's just me though, you feel me? If you on some, I'm a real street nigga and I'm really in this shit, if that's how you live in your life, hey, I think that statement bogus as hell. But at the same time, you feel me? Who am I to say that, you feel me? And I know how y'all play it in Jackson. Leaker love niggas, so y'all gonna play it like, oh yeah, Major ain't on. Man, hey, y'all gotta call this shit what it is, you feel me? You gotta call a spade, baby. I still love that nigga, you hear me? I could still go fuck with a nigga like Major, but y'all niggas, if I see niggas with Major, I'ma look at you a type of way, cause you supposed to be these, you know what I mean? Y'all supposed to be these street ass niggas out there, folks, so y'all just tighten up, man. And then in this one, oh shit, it say Faulner, who this is? Oh, you know what? This Tech, man. God damn it. So, keeping with the TBF trend, man, they say additional statement. Faulner advised that he wished to speak to us. I had Deputy Wobrock record the contact with Deputy Wobrock's Axon recorder. I read Faulner his acknowledgement of rights, which Faulner advised he understood, signed item 4KTG, and agreed to speak with me at 8/31/18, 10:08 hours. I had used a copy of Faulkner's original advice of rights form in which he signed this time off to the right. Faulner said he wished to give me drug information to help himself. The interview occurred in the LCSO jail in the video arraignment room. Faulner said that they threw his name out, but Giselle, the white boy with tattoos all up his face, Randall, big white boy, Stephanie, and Corey is who he rolled with. Faulner said he fucked the girl out at America's Best and called Corey for a ride. Faulner requested us to shut the door in the jail so nobody could hear us talk. They went to Jesse and got some coke. Faulner said he was scared to tell me the truth the first time that we spoke. Adair Swint, BF from Jackson, called Faulner and told him she was at America's Best. Faulner said, or asked Corey for a ride to his crib from there. Corey said she needed to go for a ride. Corey went in and shot dude in the house. Faulner stood outside and never went in. Faulner said he never gave nobody no drugs. Faulner talked since then with Corey and they think Jesse got a whole bunch of pills. He was bleeding. They were talking that Josh committed suicide, then said he overdosed. Faulner said he never gave Josh that stuff. Jesse gave Corey that stuff. We was in the Jeep. Bang. Next we got little Marshon Cabel. Cabel, who was 17 at the time of the shooting, denied that the lick had anything to do with how he met up with Watts that day. Cabel was granted immunity from prosecution for truthful testimony. He testified that Lil Nuke, R.I.P., picked him up the morning of the shooting. They and other friends planned to record a rap video in a local hotel to memorialize the 1-year anniversary of their friend, Latavion Cozy, 16, who was shot and killed August 25th, 2020 in Blackman Township. The video shows Cabel and another man getting into the white car to make the deal. Cabel testified that he was trying to pay for the weed through Cash App on his phone, but the transaction failed to go through. Cabel said they decided they were no longer going to battle marijuana due to the Cash App issue and because the ounce did not look like it was the correct size. Watts pulled out a gun shortly before the pair got out of the car and ran back to the SUV. I got in the car and told Nuke he got a gun. Shots rang out as Coleman Young handed Cabel a handgun and he returned fire. The security video shows the sedan pulling in front of the SUV as bullet holes appear on the SUV's windshield. Jurors could see the passenger of the sedan holding the handgun as it passed. Lastly but not least, oh shit, this ain't even last, you hear me? So before I get into this last one, I'ma just tell y'all some shit a nigga put me hip to that I wasn't hip to. Gino Perdue, man, Jr. They had gave me his name and won. I ain't put shit out there. And they, you know what I mean, it was really a joke. But now they telling me that he told on Derek Moss, D-Rock, on the stand. And hey, the Jack know, you feel me? That's why I say, man, if a nigga hit you with this shit and I ain't got the paperwork for it, you show your paperwork. I ain't gotta show shit. You dig what I'm talking about? I ain't gotta show a motherfucking thing but my ass, nigga. And then, lastly but not least, we gonna go over the goddamn, what's his name? Jacoby Tripp, man. They say your fine was advised on 4/27/2023 that Jacoby Tripp came down to Jackson County Sheriff's Office to look through a photo lineup in regards to the subject who shot at him on 4/14/2023. Detective Kelly Ebersole put together the photo lineup and Jacoby identified Jalen Cardell on 1/27/2024. So again, man, like I say, the whole city know, man. I tell something, then I nail something at the same time. I don't get no fuck. But y'all niggas that's claiming this street nigga role, bro, y'all gotta cut that shit out, man. Come on to the good side, man, and come, you feel me? Come over here and let a nigga know this how you gonna play it. You feel me? At least be real enough to be like, yeah, I tell, but you know what I mean? Like y'all niggas is crazy, bro. But hey, brother, all in all, y'all niggas gonna keep telling. And I forgot to let y'all know, this is gonna be the last one of these for a while. We about to get on to some real public safety shit. You dig what I'm talking about? I mean real deal public safety. So if you got this type of smut, nigga, if it's on your jacket, it ain't even no cleaning that shit off. You hear me? You can take that bitch to the dry cleaners and ain't no cleaning this shit off. And all I gotta say after that is hide your kids, hide your motherfucking wife, man. It been your baby for the streets. Signing off. Love y'all, G.